This episode of Marijuana Today Daily is brought to you by the good folks over at Ease, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery. Ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E, is the place to turn when you want legal marijuana delivery that meets all of California's various cannabis rules and regulations. If you like getting exactly what you pay for, then you will love buying your legal cannabis products through Ease.com. Fire up Ease.com to first see if you live in a part of the state where cannabis delivery is allowed. And then if you do, you could be just minutes away from getting your order in and less than an hour from taking delivery. From flower to concentrates, and from edibles and topicals to CBD products and accessories, Ease has you covered. Big thanks to everyone over at Ease.com for the support that makes this news possible. Good morning, Marijuana Nation. It's Friday, June 22nd, 2018, and you're tuned in to episode 517 of Marijuana Today Daily. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'll be walking you through today's marijuana news and headlines. As always, we have a full and busy day of cannabis news in our hands, so let's jump right into it. Tom Angel scoops up another top story today with a piece in Forbes about a vote held yesterday by the U.S. Senate Appropriations Committee to table a proposed amendment that would have extended protections to banks and other financial institutions who offer banking services to state legal marijuana businesses. The 21-10 vote scuttled the amendment put forth by Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley, which would have prevented federal authorities from punishing banks whose clients are fully in compliance with state legal marijuana laws. Speaking of congressional inaction on marijuana legislation, BuzzFeed has a good story up about the non-existent prospects for the STATES Act, a proposed cannabis bill put forth by Colorado Republican Senator Cory Gardner and Massachusetts Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren that would extend protections to all state legal marijuana programs by removing federal restrictions on cannabis in any state that passes more progressive laws. Regular listeners should remember this storyline as Senator Gardner of Colorado made headlines when he put a block on nominations made to the Department of Justice by dictator Trump. After meeting with Trump and being given his worthless assurances of support, Senator Gardner lifted his block and then introduced the STATES Act, which Republican leadership promptly sat on. As BuzzFeed's story has it, there's no chance of the bill being moved out of Republican-controlled committee. So in the end, Republican Senator Gardner got to burnish his marijuana bona fides in his state without actually accomplishing anything, and the Department of Justice gets to install more Trumpkins in important government positions. Our third top story today is a little bit of a rainbow chaser to our top two headlines, as the Arkansas Supreme Court ruled yesterday that the state was free to move ahead with rolling out its nascent medical marijuana program. This is another storyline regular listeners should remember, as a lawsuit temporarily put the system's implementation on hold just as marijuana business licenses were being given out. In a ruling released yesterday, the Arkansas Supreme Court ruled that a county judge's earlier decision to halt the medical marijuana program in March because of problems with how the state scored applicants was unconstitutional. As the AP has it, the actual formal ruling on the matter won't be entered in for a couple more weeks, but from the sounds of it, the Arkansas medical marijuana program is back on track. Those are our top stories for today. It's time for Marijuana Today Daily Headlines Blitz. Before we blitz on headlines, let's quickly thank our sponsor, Ease, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery. Ease is excited to now be up and running in the Sacramento area, so if you hail from the Golden State's capital, you just need to open up ease.com to get your order for legal marijuana products in. Assuming that it's during legal delivery hours, your order will be showing up at your door in less than an hour. Ease only partners up with top dispensaries in their active areas, so you get the benefit of great customer service and products that are exactly what they say they are. Ease is a stickler about following all California cannabis law, and they make sure all their partner dispensaries are the same way. Don't waste 1 minute of your precious summertime in the car fighting traffic on the way to the dispensary when you can just have your order brought right to your door. Unlock that magical power with ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E. All right, time for the blitz. A proposed bill to legalize adult use marijuana in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, a U.S. territory way out in the Pacific Ocean next to Guam, is reportedly making some progress within the Commonwealth's House of Representatives. SB 2062 would impose a system of taxed and regulated adult use marijuana and can be read in full over at Marijuana Moments, where you can also pick up background context and dive into more on its chances for future passage. As always, we have all the news we cover linked to on our website at mjtodaydaily.com and on our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily. The Edmonton Journal has a good story up about the plans the Canadian province of Alberta has for its soon-to-launch adult-use marijuana sales program. Canadian provinces have been given a lot of latitude for how they implement adult-use marijuana, and Alberta decided to go the route of having more central control by owning and operating the cannabis dispensaries that Albertans will buy legal marijuana from. The story over in the Journal lays out some of the details of the 300 different cannabis products Alberta cannabis officials say they plan on offering. The Vermont State Police have copped to the fact that they are not able to measure how much cannabis can be found in any given marijuana edibles product. That's a problem given that state law sets limits on how much cannabis any one person can have, including marijuana found in edibles. State law explicitly forbids the state from counting any non-cannabis products as marijuana weight. So, for instance, state police can't seize a pound of brownies with an ounce of marijuana in it and charge the holder with having a pound of weed. Yesterday, a spokesperson for the Vermont State Police said in an email that the state's forensics lab is unable to parse out how much cannabis product is found in an edibles sample. There's a new show on Netflix that I think is a nice leading indicator of how cannabis is starting to increasingly bleed into everyday society. The Netflix series Cooking on High combines the now popular reality cooking show competition format with cannabis. Open up Netflix and check out Cooking on High the next time you have a little bit of time to burn. A big change in Rhode Island is going to have dispensary owners there rushing to check their bank account balances, as the state's General Assembly just approved a plan that will raise the fee for legal medical marijuana dispensaries from $5,000 to $250,000. What wasn't included in the newly approved plan was Rhode Island Governor Gina Raimondo's call to increase the number of licensed dispensaries from 3 to 15. Yesterday, as expected, the Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission awarded its first adult-use cannabis business license when it approved cultivator applicant Sierra Naturals, an already existing medical marijuana grower and dispenser. Sierra Naturals did not get licensed to dispense the adult-use cannabis they will grow, so we'll still need to wait for more licenses to be handed out in the coming days and weeks. It'd be fair to say that the chances of much adult-use cannabis being available on July 1st in Massachusetts is dim and getting dimmer. And finally, for today and for the week, there's some discontent out in Washington State's legal marijuana industry over the use of MJ Freeway's leaf data systems, a seed-to-sale tracking system that's mandated for use by Washington state cannabis officials. This long-running storyline has seen MJ Freeway hit with a number of huge service disruptions and scandals over hacking and data loss. Washington State signed a 5-year contract with MJ Freeway last year, but the contract has a yearly renewal period that's coming up next month, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. A good one to open up and read, especially if you're involved at all in Washington State. Those are the headlines and news for the day. I'll be back with you again Monday morning with another information-packed episode of Marijuana Today Daily. But in the meantime, if you have any stories to share or feedback to give, zip us an email to headlines@mjtodaydaily.com. And while you're clicking around the interwebs, swing over to our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily and visit our website at mjtodaydaily.com to find links to all the news we cover. Why do dragons sleep during the day? So they can fight nights. Thanks to our sponsor Ease and to all of our awesome Patreon listeners for the support that makes this show possible. To join the illustrious ranks of the Patreon listeners yourself, swing on over to our website, mjtodaydaily.com, and slay that dragon. Also, click on the button that says Become a Patron. I'm your host, Shay Gunther. Thanks for tuning in and starting your day with Marijuana Today.
One take, Shay. One take.